Bella, what are we here today for?
I'll just do a quick thing. This is where we began.
No, I'm just doing some filming.
Sterling grey.
Ooh.
Lovely black.
Oh.
Isn't it?
You're saying that these would be a better contrast for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't lose those, so.
Because she won't see that they're actually in there charging.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or auditory cues. Okay.
Yeah.
Because these have that ability to tell where sounds are coming from.
Yeah.
Hopefully, because we've expanded that bandwidth.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to do that a little bit more as well. Music will sound a lot better. We've got a bigger input dynamic range at 116 decibels, which means there'll be less distortion for them louder sounds. Okay. So hopefully it's going to be, in terms of sound quality, a bit of an improvement. With the rechargeable option, okay, so with this case is your charger.
Amazing.
Okay. Feel free to take it and carry it around, because within the case you've got 3 cycles of charges.
Okay.
Okay. Within the hearing aids, when they're fully charged, which they should be now, you get 30 hours of charge.
Oh wow.
You should get 24 hours at 50% streaming. Okay. So altogether, with everything charged up, walking about, you should have about 120 hours. Which is pretty
decent,
nice, especially when you
yes.
take your trips away.
Yeah, yeah, very cool.
Okay. Battery life, hopefully 4+ years. Okay, before we need to do anything or consider looking at the batteries. After 4 years, you should still get 80%, which is 24 hours. If you need to do a quick charge for 30 minutes, you'll get 8 hours out of them.
Wow.
Okay, so that's cool. We've got lots of LEDs on here. So when they're in, you may see a pulsing LED. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
That's telling you it's charging. That will go solid when it's fully charged. What you've also got is 5 lights at the front.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how much battery life is in the hearing aids. Okay, one of them lights accounts for about 20%.
Okay.
All right. And then on the back, if I take that out, you'll see that you've got potentially 3 lights there. When this pack's fully charged, it'll be 3 lights.
Okay.
So that's 33.333% of charge in there. Once you get to less than 10%, that bottom light will go red. That means time to change.
Okay.
Time to charge.
Yeah.
All right. We've got your lots of different adapters. So wherever you are in the world,
Fab.
you'll be able to plug it in and charge it.
Adapters are important, yeah.
Okay. You got a red and a blue. Okay. So red for right, blue for left,
Makes sense.
and there's no contacts. All you literally do is slot them in and they'll charge.
Very cool. Hearing test time? Yeah.
So what I'm doing now is I'm measuring, because the trick with this is to get it as close to your eardrum without hitting your eardrum as possible.
Oh, right, okay.
Which isn't scary in the slightest.
No.
I can hit. You feel how soft they are.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely fine.
Okay.
This is a room calibration, so this is taking into account the acoustics of the room. And let me explain before you do, because I'm going to run a calibration. So you're going to hear a loud buzzing sound from these.
Okay.
So that's when you have to be quiet, basically. All right. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to put these probes in your ears. Okay. Might tickle a bit. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to take a measurement with nothing, just the probes. Then I'm going to take another measurement with the probes and the hearing aids.
Okay.
But the hearing aids will be switched off. And then you're going to hear a load of different speech sounds.
Fab.
Okay, while I switch the hearing aids on.
Yeah.
And work off of that.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Looking really cool, Mo.
first measurement. This takes into account Molly's natural acoustic properties of her ear canal.
Okay.
So every ear canal resonates sounds at different frequencies.
Okay.
Okay, but because every ear canal is different, they have different properties when it comes to sound. So what we're measuring is how the sound is travelling in Molly's ear canal from the hearing aid to the eardrum.
Wow. Very technical.
Speech sounds, all different languages, alright?
Different languages.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because this is a universal test, we use something called ISTS, which is a combination of the most common languages in the world, covering all different speech sounds.
Okay.
So while you just chill and relax, alright? Depending on what everything tells me, depends on what I lift up, what I bring down, things like that. Alright? So we're going to start off at 65 decibels, which is about average speech.
Alors, wie hadden dat stilgestellt. En zo werd het when gave houden de behoorlijk zo veel is dat afloop daar het min la zo goed zo zijn weer pretty zijn weg te. Chaque een moeing gedolte kan het niet eerder. 拼命的 box wordt wel niet alle.
Yeah,
Quite good actually.
got every word of that.
Stilgestellt. En zo werd het when gave houden de behoorlijk zo veel is dat afloop daar het min la zo goed zo zijn weer pretty zijn weg te. Chaque een moeing la zo goed zo zijn weer pretty zijn weg te. Chaque een moeing gedolte kan het niet eerder. 拼命的 box wordt wel niet.
Louder.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Mum.
Am I fine?
You're right. Full of compliments.
Mum, she got a softer speaking voice anyway, so it's slightly different. But
So if you could say a little bit more for us so that we know.
Okay. So just going to say my stomach's rumbling, and you treating me to lunch today?
I didn't hear that. Okay. Settings. Then I need to go to
General.
There.
Yeah.
Then I need to. Now I go into accessibility. Then I go into where are they? Right, not connected.
Can you forget those
Forget that
devices?
device, because that's the old ones.
Yeah.
Then I need to turn these on and off. Oh, they've got different battery compartment
They
things.
don't have battery compartments.
Oh, so how do I? Shit, yeah, they don't have battery compartments. So I should mention these new hearing aids do not have batteries. They're actually rechargeable, so you can go a bit more. So
So you've got two options. You
Okay.
can either switch them off and on. So if you hold one for 5 seconds.
okay, where
Our habits die hard.
where do I hold it?
Not your program button's in the same place.
Okay, so hold it.
Press and hold the program button. 5 seconds. Keep going. There you go.
There.
That's your button.
Right. Okay.
Press and hold 5 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's gone off.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's that off. Right.
Same again on the other side for me.
So now
Same again. 5 seconds. Switch
to go
them on.
back on.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, oh, it would help having Bluetooth on, wouldn't it? So now that's done, I need to go into the app, don't I? Which one is it?
3D.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, look at the little battery box, that's cool.
What's it asking you to do?
It says restart your hearing aids, is what it says.
So another way of doing it
Yeah,
is put them in the box.
okay. Leave them on or
Yeah.
turn them. Yeah.
As soon as those hearing aids go into the box, they will switch off. Good.
And then take them out. Okay, something's happening. Okay, cool.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay. It's quite small to see this out. Yeah, continue. Okay. Right. Okay.
Okay, so if you go on to my status at the bottom, status of the hearing aids, right at the bottom. So is that? Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Right.
And that's where you'll see how much charge is left.
So add in the number of okay. And for both sides. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. If you go to home, okay. If you go into sound enhancer,
yeah,
okay, you'll see that your noise reduction and your wind noise reduction are in there.
Yeah. So I can higher up the bass.
Yeah.
Do all that.
Can play to your heart's content. Now, there you go. Awesome. If you do me a favour and go on to add a favourite. Okay, so you can say you're at a very well-known coffee company.
Yeah, yeah.
And you visit quite often. And you decide to adjust your hearing aid. You can name a favourite.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to name it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just put this in. GN. Vista.
Oh, a bit too long that.
Oh, or GN big. Here we
That'd
go.
be good.
Cool.
Okay, but even better if you go back to that favourite for me.
Where?
So, come up.
Where do I go? Or do I cross that off here?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so if we go back into it, into sound enhancer. Okay. How do we edit it now? You've confused me. It's all right. Okay, so another way to do it, because if you've got your, say that's that, right?
Yeah.
Add a favourite. If you go to a location, you can, if I took that, it will auto-activate based on the GPS.
Very cool.
If you've got your location settings on there.
Yeah.
Okay. If you come out of that for me, go to
Yeah.
cancel. Okay, and come off of that for me. If you go into my ReSound, find my hearing aids. So if ever you lose them,
Yeah.
they will GPS you to the last location that they were working.
Cool. Yep, so they're both.
Both at ReSound.
Yeah.
But also, this is a heat sensor.
Oh, cool.
So a lot of the time we lose our hearing aids in the home. If they've still got the batteries in,
Yeah.
the more the red, the closer you are.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just a few little things to help.
That's one of the things about hearing aids. When you, from a personal user perspective, obviously it would be like you say, I'm not gonna notice anything overnight. It would be kind of, obviously the settings that have been set in here, it's quite unrealistic setting. So it would be a case of, the next however long kind of, and then obviously I see you again.
That's why hearing aids been. Okay. That's why you charge us. To clean these.
Cool, so we have now left head office, GN ReSound in Vista, and we are listening to some music with the new hearing aids in, and so far so good.
Sounding clear?
Sounding nice and clear. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see for any other significant differences.